everyone, welcome to Cooking with the Bonars. What we're having tonight is stuffed chicken breasts with a blueberry sauce with mixed vegetables and Alfredo noodles. And here's how we did it. Earlier today, I took 2 chicken breasts, I split them in half, and I took stuffing out of a box. This is what we have in the cupboard because we're all locked in for Corona. And I prepared that earlier. I stuffed the chicken breasts and I seared it on each side in a cast iron skillet for 3 minutes on each side. And then I threw it in the oven for an additional 45 minutes. So now that the chicken's in the oven and we've got 10 minutes left to go, we made the noodles, and the noodles were out of the bag. This is what we have in the cupboard, okay, because we're locked in for Corona. And then we took a bag of mixed vegetables out of the freezer. The vegetables take 7 minutes to cook in the microwave, and the Alfredo noodles took 7 minutes on the stove. So now we're down to making this sauce. And here's how we make the sauce. This sauce is going to have a 1/3 cup of white wine, 1 cup of chicken base, a 2/3 cup blueberries, and we'll finish it off with some butter. Now here's how we do it. You're going to do what we call deglazing the pan. You take a 1/3 cup of white wine, you throw it in the pan, and you let this cook down. If it's too hot, you can turn the burner down. You let this cook for 2 minutes while you're scraping the pan. This is called deglazing the pan. Now once this is cooked for 2 minutes, we're going to throw in our chicken base. Now we didn't have chicken stock, but what we had bouillon base. So we just use the directions. Again, we're locked in for Corona, so we're just using what we have out of the cupboard or the refrigerator. And we need 1 cup, so it's 1 tablespoon of chicken base with 1 cup of boiling water, which we've already made. And once this is cooking down for 2 minutes, we're going to throw this chicken base in, and we're going to bring it back to a boil. Okay? So we're letting this cook down. We're going to throw this in. Now, we need to bring this back to a boil. Once this comes back to a boil, okay, we're going to throw in the blueberries. Let me go ahead and get the rest of this chicken base out of here. Now, it'll take only a minute or so for this to come back to a boil, and then we'll throw the blueberries in with a little bit of sugar, and we'll get this going here. Now, just want to remind you that if you're cooking chicken, it has to be 100% cooked all the way through. It doesn't have to be well done where it's dry and it's unchewable, but it's recommended by the health department, I looked this up on their website, that the internal temperature is cooked to 165 degrees. Okay? So if you have a meat thermometer or a cooking thermometer, you can check the internal temperature. Once it reaches 165, it is good for you to... Alright, so now we've got this boiling. Let's go ahead and throw in these blueberries. Okay? And a little bit of sugar. I'm going to stir this around. Now, we're cooking this down and we're reducing this broth by half. This should take about 3 minutes, okay? Once this gets cooked down by half, these blueberries will be nice and tender, and you'll see where they'll start to fall apart, and they'll make a nice, beautiful blue color glaze to put on there. And so we're just letting this cook down. Been wanting to do this for a little while, and this was the first opportunity that I found, knowing that I'm probably not going back to work for a while. Baseball season's been canceled for me for the most part. I'm not sure if anything will happen in the summertime, but we'll see. You know, I know I got a lot of friends that's been on my Facebook page and Snapchat and all that that's been missing baseball, and you know, the thing we miss is just getting together with other people and being around players, being around the coaches, and you know, so eventually we'll be back at it, just like everyone else will be. I saw today where states and governors are starting to open back up their states, and Florida's going to open up the beaches in Florida here pretty soon, and you know, we'll all be back to normal before too long. So I'm not too concerned, not too worried about it. We're doing okay as a family. We haven't been in desperate need of anything. We've had some great friends and some great people drop some things off to us that they thought we needed. It was huge. Now that we're reducing this down, we got this on a nice boil, making a mess everywhere. Gonna get me a towel. Reducing this sauce down. Now, this isn't a recipe that I came up with. I used Google just like everybody else. I Googled blueberry sauce. I just followed the directions that were in that recipe. I just modified it a little bit. It had some things in it that our family doesn't particularly care to eat. So we modified it for us. I recommend you do the same thing for you if there's things in it that certain people in your family don't like. See what this sauce looks like. Oh yeah, we're almost there. Almost there. A couple more minutes to go. I got this idea by watching some stuff on TV. I know people are using internet to get out and play music, do comedy events, all kinds of stuff. And I've been thinking about this for a little while, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity for our family to show you what we're having for dinner. The sauce is looking good. Smells great. Smell them blueberries. They're starting to reduce down. That's going to be delicious. Now, while this is reducing down, let me go ahead and get this chicken out of the oven. Look at that. Look how delicious that looks right there. Oh, man, that's going to be good. That's going to be delicious. All right, so we got the chicken out of the oven. The sauce is reduced by half. Look how gorgeous this is. Look how this is going to be delicious. I got my mixed vegetables and my Alfredo noodles right there. And here is that sauce that's been reducing by half. Oh, let's look at this. Look at that. Oh, man. That is going to be so delicious. Look at that flavor.
There you are.
Ready.
All right, so let's go ahead and cut into this. This looks delicious. That purple color from the blueberries. It's so moist, so tender from being in the oven. That blueberry sauce got a little bit of bitterness with the blueberries. Got that sugar in there for sweetness. That Chardonnay's got that little bit of acid to it. It's so good. Let's test the stuffing. I got the dog over here. That's our dog named Thor. He waits by everybody until they finish their plate. Again, it's box stuffing. It tastes just like stovetop stuffing, but that blueberry and that acid, it's delicious. And there you have it, folks. That's dinner with the Bonars. Blueberry stuffed chicken breasts, vegetables, and Alfredo noodles. Have a good night. We'll see you again.